Contest time. Contest time.
It's time for the contest, guys.
Yes.
I like contests.
Following the tradition of many YouTube channels and things like that, the time has come to do a contest to hopefully promote our channel and gain subscribers, likes, and follows.
This has happened before.
We did not invent this, no.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
You know, my friend was in a contest once.
Oh, fuck.
It was a masturbation contest.
You know, don't like and subscribe. Don't.
All right, so here's the deal. The way you enter to win this contest, there's two prizes. First prize is a $50 Best Buy gift card, and you will also win
Do those
this
still exist?
Yeah,
Best
what?
Buy. Yeah.
PC Richards.
Just do Amazon. $50 Amazon
Who the
gift
fuck
card.
wants a Best Buy
Right.
gift card?
What's wrong with Best Buy?
They might not exist in other states. What if we get one in the UK? I don't even know
somebody
if they exist
trying
there.
to go to Best Buy. No,
Right.
Amazon.
Amazon gift
Second
card.
prize was going to be Circuit City.
What year do you think this is?
Sam Goody.
Third place was going to be The Wiz.
Nobody
Beats me.
Because I'm the
The Wiz. He's a quiet dignity about him. Anyway.
I'm glad that our contest announcement has get him screaming in the background off mic.
All right, so this is the deal. First prize, I've been informed, is a $50 Amazon gift card.
There's a Donkey Kong.
You will
Country
also
presents.
win. You will also win this book signed by every past guest we have had, with the exception of Frank Five and Greg Wyshynski, because I didn't think of this until after. But you know, I'm sure they're not hard to get if you choose.
Great.
We will mail this to you in addition
Good
to
luck.
in addition to the gift card. Second prize is
Second prize is a set of silverware. That's a steak knives. Third prize, you're fired.
Third prize, we unfollow you, block you on all social media so you can't view our shit because you're a loser.
third place.
Get 'em right
No,
choked to
sorry.
death.
You're fucking me up. I just gotta get through this. Second place is a $10 Amazon gift card. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. The way you enter this contest.
What else would you do with it?
No, they're gonna do what we want with it.
I think so.
We're gonna dictate how they must use it.
Buy me something.
My Amazon wish list.
Yeah, we have Amazon wish list. Ant's been looking at fishnet boots. I don't know. All right. Anyway, so the way you enter, every place that you follow the show, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, anything like that.
Stalking Brian's house.
Anywhere you subscribe to the show, send that in a screenshot to, what's the email?
Just send it to our email.
Send it to reviewinghistorypod@gmail.com by the cutoff date shown below on this video.
How about this?
Say-
Put the subject title, contest. That's
Yeah.
all.
reviewinghistorypod
At
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Subject line.
Context with a
And just so
screenshot.
I'm going to clarify this.
Yes.
Send one screenshot for each social media /YouTube place you follow us at. Show us that you're following us. One screenshot is one entry. You can put down multiple entries. So one for Facebook, one for Twitter, one for Instagram, one for YouTube. Put them all in the email. You got 4 entries right there.
Well said.
No. One email with all of them in there.
That works. That works best.
There you go.
Yeah.
That works best. If you do multiples, because it's like, I forgot to sign up for this one, we can tally it. It's not a
You're
problem.
going to win $50. Not that many people are going to be involved in this.
Oh,
You have a
money,
shot.
man. You don't know. People like free
Look,
shit.
maybe you don't even know the show. Follow. You still could enter anyway.
That's true.
You're
That's
still
true.
eligible. You could win a book of horrendous drawings. All right. Thank you. Good luck.
Good night,
And Godspeed.
you Black
Black
Emperor.
Cut.
Hello, you're listening to Reviewing History, your comedy history podcast. I'm filmmaker and teacher Brian Rupert, joined here by...
As always, Stephen Bagliacco.
And
Jay Yo.
it's back.
I love it when it's back.
So, guys,
Don't call it a comeback.
I got to ask you.
Been here for years.
Been here for years.
Absolutely.
I gotta ask you guys, how does it
Question,
feel?
You got a question?
You have a question?
How does it feel to be in the presence of, some are saying, the new voice of film criticism?
Well, I would say
You didn't criticize a film. You talked about
I talked about the
behind the scenes working of an executives in a major company.
I think there was some...
I can't believe that people wanted to hear about
Wait,
this.
I think there was some... there was dissection... I did dissect the ideology of some movies as well.
you definitely
Yeah, you did do
dissected
that, yes.
some ideology.
Yes.
And you got some flack for it. People were very confused with your remarks.
Yeah, well...
Not
that's on them.
everybody can have high IQs like yourself.
Well, you know, I am, like I
Viral.
said, the new voice of film criticism.
Apparently.
Right.
People love it.
I got to be honest. I did not think that was going to happen at all.
Yeah.
I thought it would do better than our things usually
I
do.
was expecting a nice 500 views.
500 to 1,000 was
Yeah.
reasonable.
I was like, yeah, you know,
Right,
we'll
yeah.
get more than usual. It's about a topic people know. And then it just kept going and
Where
going.
are we at right now? As of recording
As of this recording, it's almost 15,000.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's not though.
Not in the grand
Because
scheme of things.
when you're
It's still a small video by
when
other
you're
people.
Yes.
such a prominent actor in a TikTok video as myself that gets 4 million views, that's just a drop in the bucket.
Oh, you're trying to big time
It's
me?
a drop in the bucket.
You're right. You should be big dicking him.
Dude,
Enough of him. And,
I
and
waited
confidence. Enough of his
days.
confidence.
I waited days to drop this big dick on this table.
Yeah, but only one helped the channel, you shithead.
Fair point.
You went viral before we had a channel. People would have been like, yo, that's Steve
That's
from
him dying.
Reviewing History.
That's him dying on a bed.
Yeah, Steve was in a viral video where he had COVID.
I legit was dying. And I had a busted knee, so I couldn't walk. I was in bad shape. And my fiance did a nursing video. At the height of COVID, if you did hashtag nursing, you just got 1 million views instantly.
Yeah.
So she got 4 million views on a video that we were in. And it was very weird because 4 million people saw our faces.
But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Brian and his big success.
Yeah, Brian has. You cannot take that success away. You set out to do
Not trying
something and you did it.
I'm
You
very proud
succeeded.
of you.
I'd rather you guys take the success away and make fun of me. I'm more comfortable with that.
All right, you're a piece of shit.
Like, I can do it as
Do
a joke,
better.
like pimping myself up, but I'm not sincere.
Do better.
Honestly, I really am like, I couldn't believe what
Yes.
came of it. So that's cool. If you don't know what we're talking about, because you're an audio listener, on the YouTube, I made a film essay doing a critique of Marvel movies and basically Kevin Feige's role as
You got a
producer.
theory about the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
There you go. That's it.
That's it. And go check it out if you're interested on our YouTube, Reviewing History.
So you told me to watch it, I think a few days before it was released, and I didn't because
Thanks for the
I
support.
don't respect you. And then I watched it once it went viral because I'm like, oh, maybe there's something to it. And then I just found out there wasn't. So I expect you to do better. Do more.
I'll
All
try.
joking aside, are you actually going to do more?
I'm gonna do more video essays. I want it now. I'm hooked.
Okay.
Oh, you got a taste.
And
You got that dopamine.
yeah, and I want to try to do like one a week if possible.
Wow.
I'm gonna
One a
try.
week?
I don't
That's
know.
tough,
I don't know if
dude.
I can, but
That's
I'm
a
gonna
lot of
try.
work.
My next one is gonna be short, and then the one after that I have planned is longer, and then I have one that might take like months of research, but we'll see.
okay.
Steve,
There's things in the
Yeah.
pipe, ladies
Yeah,
and
me.
gentlemen.
I gotta ask,
Yeah, sure.
what is that incredibly gay drink you have?
Only God can judge me, so go fuck yourself. No, it's Alani, new. NU. It's like new metal, only new energy drinks. It's very gay.
Camera's over there.
Yeah,
It's
show
very
the
gay.
camera.
The camera's going to have a tough time seeing it. I'll probably put it up on the screen as a clip. Oh, wait, I could do it here. Wait, ready? It'll be in front of Brian. See how it doesn't focus?
I think we should leave it like that permanently.
Just right there.
Just in front of
floating
Brian?
In front of Brian's
Pan
head,
instead
yeah.
of Brian.
It's Alani's Retro Rainbow. We are not sponsored yet. But my fiance
Alani,
bought
a
this.
drink by gays for
For
gays.
gays. It has Skittles on it, it seems, and like there's a old cassette tape, and the cassette tape itself like is rainbow. It's like a rainbow. So she like buys random flavors, and I get to try them. She didn't like this one, so yeah. If you want to sponsor us,
Yeah.
I love them. I actually think they taste pretty good, and it's an energy drink.
And me and Steve, we ran into listeners of the show over the weekend.
We did.
Yeah, you had a
Well,
big event on Friday.
Wouldn't
right?
that be like a month ago? At this
By the
point?
time they're hearing it, yeah. In
So
our
a month
time.
ago, we ran
Why
into.
don't you?
some
Why don't you
listeners.
talk about it? Where were you?
So we went to the Fun Bearable
You were there.
live show.
I was not there.
Anthony was not at the Fun
I was
Bearable
not at
event.
the Fun Bearable.
Yeah, you were. I have a picture of you.
Oh,
What is he talking about?
you don't know?
That's
It's on the screen right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
there. I am.
There you are.
I guess I was.
You were
at
there.
The Fun
You were there.
Bearable.
Yeah.
Just in case you were.
Yeah, I remember. But honestly, Photoshops aside,
Yeah, we were there.
like a bunch of people came up to us. They were wearing the shirts, which was cool to see.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
wild.
guess we should explain why we were there. Because
Well-
we weren't there to see our fans. Realistically.
Well, no.
Talk about their thing. What did they do?
Chuck Chuck Staten, friend of the show, and his podcast Fun Bearable, they did their live show at Smod Castle Cinemas, and I was there helping Chuck run camera, and I recorded their show.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot
You
of
got
fun.
to meet some people.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
dragged into it. I was the other camera operator.
People were, hey, it's Brian and Steve. Where's Ant? You know,
People would open their shirt and be like, look, and it's like they're wearing the
logo.
That's fucking
logo,
awesome.
yeah.
It was really a
It was
cool thing to see.
I'm
like,
glad to hear that. I was very pleased with seeing the photos and stuff.
We were pleased that you weren't there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I told one person I never want Ant to experience any joy
You did?
because
They agreed.
yeah,
That's mean.
a little bit, but I think I deserve it.
I think I should have some joy in my life. Just
Only if it's taken away moments later. Charlie Brown style.
Instant degratification.
I gotta be meaner to you because I keep seeing Aunt G's my favorite, and I don't like that around these
See,
parts.
but what happens when you do that? They make the guests and audiences like him more.
Oh, so you're saying I'll make him a martyr?
I'm sympathetic.
Yeah, he'll be sympathetic. Like,
Yeah.
oh, look at this poor face. Look at him. He's so sad because you hate him, and you're just giggling, laughing at his pain.
Look, I'm here to have a good time.
He needs his pain.
Right?
Yeah,
Makes
like
him
Kurt.
real.
Makes him real.
So yeah, that's nice. I'm glad you guys had a good time at the event. I'm glad you met some people.
And then we did something else before that, which I don't know if we're allowed to say.
We could say, we helped.
They knew it was us.
We helped Tom, Steve, Dave work
Yeah.
their live stream
Yeah, we
that
did a
same
live
day.
stream. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that means we could do that.
It was a
one day.
big week. It was a big Friday.
Yeah,
Big Friday.
big night for
Fucking-
us in the fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. They knew us instantly. They heard our voices. They're like, "That's fucking Brian and Steve."
Yes.
You guys are a couple of celebs.
Some
couple of
people,
e-celebs.
some people in the chat said, "Hey, that's Brian and Steve from Reviewing History." I was
We're taking over this
yeah.
world.
Oh,
One
yeah.
day at a time.
this world.
Taking over the whole.
Yeah, we got
goddamn
views.
world. Mad views.
Mad views.
Blowing
Brian's got
up.
a lot of views.
Yeah, Brian's got all the views. Brian's hoarding views.
We're
Save
we're
some views
collective.
for the rest of us, Brian.
I've always known of the legend of like
Korra.
toxic
The Legend of Korra. That's what you love.
YouTube comments, but I never realized how deep it goes sometimes.
Oh,
like
yeah?
I never went into a rabbit hole till I read those. I was like, oh gosh, this is turning into a war zone.
Yeah, they were fighting with each other and stuff,
great.
and
It
it
was
just
awesome.
helped me because the video
Yeah.
kept getting
was
pushed.
very
Drama
funny.
sells.
Yeah, I guess.
Peace sells.
But who's buying?
buying?
That's what a great man once asked, and his name was Dave Mustaine. A philosopher for our time.
Philosophizer.
We call those people philosophers.
Right.
So
There's an S in Nietzsche.
we actually have emails.
Oh boy.
We do.
Yes,
Another
but
pick episode, more emails. Very
someone opened the emails, and
exciting. Was that someone, Brian?
no, it wasn't me.
That might have been.
And
me.
they
I only opened one email.
There were 3, and now there's 2, so I have to look for
I
the
only
other
opened
ones.
one, and I didn't unview it. I think
Oh boy.
because
Yeah.
They lost your emails, ladies.
No.
and gentlemen.
I remember which one it was. I remember.
I don't like that you're peeking at emails.
got
I
it.
usually do this cold.
It was one of those things. It was an alert on my phone. I was like, let me. I clicked it, and I'm like,
Couldn't
oh,
wait.
fuck. It was open. I'm like,
Couldn't
let me
wait
see
'cause
what
you
this
got
is
no
about.
self-control.
I had no self control. I wanted to see if he was a reviewer of Perceiver, and once he's like a Perceiver, I didn't. I was almost deleted it.
Are we still doing that?
No, it's Perceivers. I was only doing it to support him. Then he fucking did a turncoat move, and he's like, "Yeah, they're perceivers.
It's better.
You have
Brian
no spine.
always goes with
He
whichever
has
way
no
the wind's
spine.
blowing. Yeah.
I know it grew on me naturally.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Naturally.
So does cancer.
All right.
You're not wrong. Sadly. Oh fuck.
What do you got?
All right. So, hey guys, I'm a listener of the show for a while now, and I got to say, I love it. You guys have great chemistry and are so funny together.
Except today.
You're not feeling it?
Wow. Why don't you just leave?
I need advice on a situation, and I was hoping Steve could help me out with it.
Oh jeez.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
All right.
I could do that.
While traveling, I met this girl, Laura, that lives in Michigan. I live in the Big Apple. She recently mentioned that she had to come, he put emphasis on had, that she had to come to Manhattan for a work trip and that we should meet up. I was unsure if this was a signal, but then she mentioned if she could stay in my apartment. Do you think she is sending me signals?
Okay.
Please, Steve, tell me what I should do.
There's two things
This
that could
is
be
a
happening.
great question for Steve.
There's two things that could be happening here. One, she wants it. Two, she needs a free place to stay. It's one or the other. You pick.
What do you think, Steve? Like, what would you advise in this
This
situation?
is the perfect Steve question. Someone is very funny.
It is good. Let her stay.
You would let her stay?
Yeah, why not? Sure.
What do you? Well, I know
Man,
he
what do
didn't
you
ask
do?
it.
Well, somebody asked me the same question once. I remember I was at a laundromat. We were talking about it.
Signals. Signals,
Do you know
Jerry.
what's funny?
Signals.
Do you know what's funny? When you read it, he goes like this. It's like, all right.
At what
let it
point
happen.
did you realize this was a Seinfeld reference?
I don't remember. There was a moment. When I made that thing, I thought it was a serious question.
Yes.
Still.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
And then
no,
you kept going. Yeah.
No, that was good. That's
The
funny.
second you said this is for
That's the
Steve,
first episode.
I was like,
That's
this
the
is kind of
pilot.
fake.
Yeah.
The
I
second
don't remember
you said
how
it.
that turns out.
Wow. You don't remember the first
she friend zones him basically.
Does she come?
So
She
wants a place to
comes.
stay. I
She
was
gets
right.
up. George decides that their relationship will be determined by how she hugs Jerry when she leaves
Right.
the plane.
Yeah.
And they come up with all these different hugs, and she gives him the guess who.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. So I was kind of right then in my actual.
She
analysis
didn't
of
want to
it.
sleep with Jerry, though.
Right.
Because I said it was either she needed a place to stay.
Yeah, it was free
Yeah,
boarding.
Free boarding. Yeah. That's what I figured.
That's really funny.
All right. At least I kind of understand his writing now. Thanks, guys. The second you said this one's for Steve, I was like, this is fake. I was like, Brian wrote this.
I didn't write that.
I'm just saying. Like,
Some other fucking genius
it
did.
seems like it did.
I love whoever did.
It seems like it was fake.
The email, by the way, is Jerry S. and then a
so
number
good.
at Gmail.
Imagine it's actually him. Like he's fucking with me.
That would be the funniest situation of
That
this
would be the
all.
best thing, that he just gets a kick out of torturing me. I'd be very upset. But also, like, I'd respect it.
It's great because he seems like such a hateful guy. You know?
Yeah. Like,
Not hate, that's the wrong word. It's like you
don't like my show.
He's
Vengeful. He's vengeful.
He's like a weird. I don't know. Like he hates his fans.
He's not warm.
Yeah.
Who, Jerry?
Yeah. He's
That's what
not
it
warm.
seems like anyway.
He has this business, like not this business, this mindset where
He's above
it's,
everyone.
It's showbiz people and the regular people, and they must be kept separate.
rubes.
He believes
He's an
in
elitist.
a caste system.
Right.
Yeah. He's a caster.
Yeah, he's very much like old school showbiz people, non-showbiz people.
Right.
Like he would hate us doing a
Yeah,
show.
we have
probably.
no worth to Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yet. He got 16,000 views.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or was
he'd
it
come in and
15?
shake Brian's hand and just
Yeah,
not
but-
even look at
Yeah. He's just like, this is the guy.
Where's your essays, guys?
Like,
Do we have another one?
Yeah, we have
said
we
three.
have two. We have two more. This one. This is from Arthur Fonzarelli.
The fonts.
The Fonz.
Okay.
Message.
what's going on?
Hey, Cunningham.
So we had Jerry Seinfeld, and now Arthur
I think our
Fonzarelli.
listeners are fucking with us.
The email is
coming.
just A.
Give me more.
My laptop just turned off after I said A.
Are you serious?
No, I'm doing a
Yeah.
Fonzie joke. All right. Love the pod, broskies.
Sweet.
Riddle me this. Titanic boobies aside, what movie scene in all of cinema history is the most whack-offable? I very much appreciate your insight and wisdom into this subject matter.
Okay. So I have some thoughts on this.
Okay.
You can go a lot of ways.
I honestly think that most sexy scenes in movies are for chicks.
No.
No?
Yeah. That's a lot.
I think that, you got like your tit shots and stuff, and
Yes.
that's one thing. But I mean, like love, like people actually having sex, it's not hot in movies.
It's not movie accurate, but it's like a bonus. You get a little tit action. Usually they're grinding and rubbing.
Have you ever? Now the question was specific, whack-offable. I don't think there's one scene I can think of that's whack-offable. But
If you're young enough, everything's
I
whack-offable.
suppose
Pre-internet, too.
the first thing that came to my mind was Selma Hayek in Dusk Till Dawn.
Did he say, I guess he said all of movies, not
All of
necessarily
movies,
history,
yeah.
right?
Dusk Till Dawn, Selma Hayek.
That's a good one.
Anything with Elizabeth Hurley.
Okay.
She's like the most beautiful woman ever.
She's pretty attractive.
I think that's where I'm at. What do you think?
I love Elizabeth Hurley.
Pretty good.
I think she's fucking beautiful.
But does she have any scenes like that?
I don't think she has any like.
I mean, she's
nude
like naked in
scenes.
Austin Powers, but it's like
That's not.
Well, it's
but
covered.
that's
Comedic.
Not like, yeah. It's a good question.
Yeah, I know what I would say.
okay. So say
What'd you
it.
say?
The scene in Salo where the Italian fascist shits on the floor, and he makes the girl crawl over to the shit and eat it.
That sounds hot.
Yeah, that scene. Oh man, what it does to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've jerked off to it at least 5 times.
In the last month.
Yeah, that's what does it for me.
Steve, do you have an answer?
Do you know that scene in Rambo when he's on the machine gun and he's just going? That one.
No, do you have a real?
A real answer. Okay.
Well, you didn't give a real answer. Why
You didn't.
Why are you
yeah,
pressuring
yeah.
him?
No, I got one. Well, he could think,
That was my real answer.
he could think and reminisce about what he wants to say because I have the one scene that popped in my head that I liked as a kid. That was like, oh,
That
this
you
is
used to-
hot.
you used to get turned on by.
Right.
Okay.
There's the scene in the movie Wild Things. You ever see this movie?
Oh, that's a good scene.
what's
Oh,
Wild- what's Wild
dude.
Things?
So it is. If you can give me the actress
Denise Richards.
Denise Richards.
She's hot.
The one from Scream.
Scream, Nev Campbell.
Nev Campbell. Do like a lesbian scene. And they're kissing in the pool and they get topless and it's really hot. And there's a couple of scenes like that
Okay.
where like they have like a threesome at one point and it's a really hot.
I
sexy
have
movie.
definitely jerked off to that in my younger
I'm
days.
telling you,
Okay.
that is. I would say that is
found
the
it.
scene.
What about
What about the co-ed shower in Starship Troopers featuring Denise
It's not
Richards?
hot. It's they're talking. It's not hot at all. American Pie.
American Pie.
American Pie. The
Nah,
first
that's
time.
just
that's
regular nudity.
yeah, but she's hot.
What about like the classic Fast Times?
Oh, that's a good scene. It's not jerk offable though.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
You need some rougher
we
sex.
both did the joke one. What's your joke sex scene?
The scene in Alexander where the guy rapes a man.
He's a joke.
I did Rambo. He did Sailor. What would you pick?
You remember in Fargo when she's in the shower?
Yeah.
Curtain gets on her.
Yeah, this is hot.
Isn't she a big old fat person?
Oh shit, that's good.
Precious.
That's a good one.
That's a good scene too when he's tucked.
Well, that was a good
Oh
email.
yeah,
That was a
that's
good
hot.
The last email. What's up, gentlemen? What?
Hey, I'm responding to him.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd write in and try my luck with you all, as I heard you read an email from a fellow countryman from over here in the UK.
He's across the
Ah.
pond.
He's across the pond.
Yeah.
We're going global, guys.
Yes, or
Sure.
at least to the UK.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the crossover, and you gained another loyal listener in me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do think it would be a good idea for Steve or Ant to make their journey over the pond to Two Men No Hope, and
I gotta fly
I
there?
think you'll be a good mix.
That would be fun.
I don't want to
It's up
fly.
to them,
I
though.
think you have to go by boat.
By boat, I would. Yeah, I'll go by boat.
And not like a modern boat. You guys need to get
We
in
gotta
like
sail like that
A
guy
Corsair?
who reenacted like ancient vessels. That
Yes.
fucking the one they wrote Ocean Cloud about. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'd rather do a full-size Corsair.
Boy, my arms
Just-
tired.
Oh, by the way, the email
Yeah.
is titled "Popcorn Summer Has Arrived."
It certainly has. After
has,
After
yeah.
that fucking video essay you wrote, the popcorn summer's here to stay.
It's here.
It's fucking
Yeah.
full front.
Anyway, I must say the story of receiving pleasure during Anchorman
Oh, that's my story.
was fucking jokes. I guess that's some British
That's
slang,
funny. Yeah,
right?
it's funny. Yeah.
And
No, it's very real. It happened.
and brought me straight back to my teenage years of spending my life trying to find a way to impress girls and failing miserably.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
I once met a girl after a long time speaking over MSN. If you know, you know.
MSN.
MSN
I
Messenger,
s-
yep.
Yep. I spoke to her for around 4 months over MSN. She had finally agreed to come to a gig at the local student union with me. This sounds like a penthouse forum.
This is great.
What does that mean?
What?
Local student union? What does that really?
I don't know.
mean?
He's on
It's
the,
like a
he's on the
student
debate
group.
team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. I guess they're unionized.
It's Europe. Everyone's a socialist. Continue.
All right. Being 15, we wasn't able to legally drink, so
He wasn't able.
Oh, that's good.
yeah, it's so British, right? Because I want to change it to we weren't able
No,
to.
we wasn't.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the British way.
we weren't able to legally drink at that age either. So
Being 15, we wasn't able to legally drink, so I spent the best part of that week trying to acquire some peach schnapps,
Ooh,
which was
fancy.
her favorite, apparently.
okay.
Cartman gets some of those in, guys, and almost starts the Second Civil War.
That's right.
remember that?
Yes.
So being 15, I didn't understand the concept of a mixer, and I drank half the bottle straight during the evening.
Straight liquor.
Oof.
Yeah,
And-
that's what happens.
You're done.
Yep, in a
That's it.
classy
Over.
water bottle. She had no more than 2 sips. Well, the night was going well. I wanted to make my first move. I landed to kiss her. I tripped over a step and chipped my tooth off a table.
Come on.
The bouncers
way.
clocked me and chucked me out for being drunk.
That's some Joe Namath shit.
Yeah.
I want to kiss you.
I then, from the sight of my own blood, proceeded to vomit down myself. And it's
This
safe.
is a great story.
Yeah. And it's safe to say I never heard from or saw from this female again. So I was wondering if you guys got any stories of teenage embarrassments or dating dramas.
100.
Sorry if the email is lengthy.
like that?
Sorry if the email is lengthy. Sometimes I don't put enough detail in. I feel I don't put enough detail in.
That's a beautiful story.
Keep up the hard work, guys. I may be coming for some merch very soon, too. Winky
nice.
face.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that story.
That was good.
And
good.
that's one of those that it's better that it happened that way than if he actually succeeded. Because now, as an older man, you'll cherish that story.
story, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Yes, but it's also nice if you nail the chick.
Sure. Sure.
You
But,
never regret that. Well,
but I'm sure the guy got laid after that at some point.
yeah.
we would hope.
And now he's got that fucking gem.
What if he didn't?
great.
And that was like the one chance.
What chance? He's just this lonely guy.
Me only friends are on the history show and the advice show.
So the first one that jumped in my head that's kind of in the same vein was at a bar.
Okay.
I think both of you were there.
What?
This is many years ago, and I was dancing with this girl,
Okay.
and we started making out, and then
It was a mop. He was
We
really
were-
drunk.
we were leaving together, and she
fuck, I remember
we got
this.
in the car,
Yes.
and she sat on my lap, and when she sat on my lap, I ripped the loudest fart of all time. It was, and then there was no hiding it. Like she just jumped on my lap, and I went,
Just like super loud angle.
yep, and it was over. Like any chance.
Did you
of
even
just
try to
going-
recover?
I laughed. I was like, Well, that's where we're at. Do you remember this? You were
She
there.
said something to you.
I don't remember.
She goes, you were a little inebriated.
Yeah.
She goes, "You're gonna call me, right?" And he laughed in her face.
Oh, I do remember this.
Because it was just like
no.
It's like it's done. Yeah.
She still wanted you after the fart,
Yeah.
though.
I think
she
she
did.
did. She ended up going out with our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah. I think she was worth a lot of money, actually.
Oh yeah.
I could be wrong, but like something in
Yeah.
my head was like, yeah.
It's a little fart, right?
That's good.
Let's see.
That's good.
So I was wondering if you guys got any stories of teenage embarrassments or dating dramas.
I don't have embarrassment, but I have one of the worst failed attempts when I was young, probably.
All right, let's see it.
Because I'm like stupid. Like
Everyone is.
Yeah, but I was really young. I think I told you this story recently too. I was in like fifth grade.
That's not even you're a real person.
I'm not even a real person,
Yeah.
but I was aware that I wanted this girl. And we're sitting in the class, and what happens is like teachers will come in and try to get you to join clubs. Like, oh, who wants to be in woodworking? You raise your hand like an idiot. Who wants to be in band? You raise your hand. And I'm sitting there like daydreaming, like, oh, she's so cute. Person comes in who wants to be in chorus. She raises her hand, and I go, oh yeah, I don't know what chorus is. I don't fucking know what chorus is.
You're gonna sing.
I didn't know
I
that.
love to sing.
I did not know that. So I'm like, I'm gonna try. This is my move. I'm gonna join the club
'Cause she did.
Because she did, and I'm gonna get with her. Fifth grade me had the know-it-all to do that.
Right.
He's doing the right thing.
I'm doing the right thing, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I ended up having to join chorus, and they bring me in a room. And like, all right, sing for us. And I go, what? Like, you got to sing something. And I'm like, I don't know how to sing. Like, why are you joining chorus? I'm like, I didn't want to say.
You
So
didn't
I'm
give
like,
it- you didn't give it a shot.
I'm like, I guess I have to sing. And I sang like Jingle Bells or some shit. And they're like, all right, you're in. I'm like, what?
They're not gonna tell you no.
Yeah. So I had to like perform in chorus, and I had no fucking clue what I was
I was in
doing.
chorus.
Were you
Really?
Yeah.
Like willingly?
Yeah, I used to actually be able to sing. And then at some
you sang
point I
too.
lost it. No, no,
Really?
it's just real, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Right now, there's a video playing of Brian doing Neil Young. It's just his-
Today or
Neil Young, you mean Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond. Brian does Neil Diamond.
Oh yeah.
Hands
Do we still have that
reaching
video?
out.
I actually came across that one of the videos of Brian singing that song recently because I realized I had like a memory on Facebook, you know, the Facebook memory
Yeah.
of the Howard Carter Hour, which is our
Oh,
old show.
wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
don't mention that.
And that Facebook page is still up.
Oh,
And on it is a couple of videos, and one of them is Brian singing Neil
all
Diamond.
right, we gotta get that.
Yeah.
I gotta pull it from there. All right, I'll pull it, and I'll clip in the audio too.
But no, like I had a solo in chorus in the fourth
Really?
grade.
No
yeah.
fucking way.
Yeah.
You're like tone deaf now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
What happened to you?
I guess my voice, believe it or not, guys, it did change somewhat. and I lost the ability to sing. But yeah, I used
Wow.
to sing like a bird.
Wow.
Hands. Touching hands.
Reaching out, touching me,
Touching you.
And then anywhere we go where there's karaoke, he sings it, and the
It's
place
great.
goes wild.
The crowd.
It
loves
kills every time.
Yeah. Oh,
done
our
that song.
karaoke
I
days are
love
fantastic.
karaoke. It's one
Well,
of the
you
most-
could sing.
Yeah, it's
That's
fun.
why you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like a
well,
real
It's
singer.
not just that; it's fun to do.
Yeah, I would go do karaoke.
There was one day we walked into a bar that had karaoke, just like me and him, like a regular night. We weren't planning anything. The DJ recognized him from another
from
karaoke
another time.
night and goes, literally stops the crowd and goes, "You're not going to believe this. The best singer I've ever heard is here." And he's just like, "What the fuck?"
How did you play it?
He
I was,
played it up.
I was
Yeah,
just
he
like,
fucking
okay.
dumped it.
and-
You're like, you're damn right.
no,
I'm
no,
Aunt
I'm
G, yo.
always bashful and like fucking humble about
Until
that
it gets
shit.
up there, yeah.
I thought you were more grumpy.
Oh my god.
That's a dwarf. You're making a dwarf.
So it's bashful, yeah.
Should have called me dopey.
That's good too. Grumpy jumped to mind.
But yeah, he belts it. Wait, what about you? What's a good?
Oh boy.
What's your best
right.
failed dating or other
All right.
thing?
I went through the Brian painful Rolodex of dating.
Yeah.
Bring up the cake.
The what?
I just thought of the cake.
Oh, you know what?
the
I
cake.
wasn't gonna
That's a
do the
good
cake,
cake.
but yeah, let's do the cake. The cake is good.
Cake's
I was gonna
fantastic.
tell the driving story where I had to drive the girl around.
Nah, cake's
Do the
better.
cake.
Cake is better. Okay.
Cake's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
can't
right.
believe you remembered that.
I'm glad you
Yeah,
mentioned the
he
cake.
pulled that out of his ass.
You were hoping it was the cake, right?
The cake just popped in my head now, so go ahead and tell the story.
All right. So, I started working at a Fridays, which was like my third or fourth chain restaurant. I had been around the mall on Staten Island. I never lasted for various reasons, such as ninja assaults, quitting, things like that.
Ninja assault.
Yeah. Yep.
And there was this girl, and I really liked her.
What
And
was her name? First name.
I don't want to say her
Yeah,
name.
don't say it on there.
I will call it.
Okay.
That was the fake name she used on Facebook.
Oh, all right.
So I liked her, and I was like, I'm going to be such a good guy, and I'm going to get her. And, like, there was one day where she made, like, no money at work. And
She was a waitress.
she's a waitress, yeah. She was a waitress with me, and she got stiffed on a bunch of tables and had a really bad day and didn't make any money. And me and her would like talk it like all night and chat and text, and I was like, okay, I think
They had a
it's-
relationship.
we had a friendship of some sort.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
we were friendly with each other. I was like, okay, I think I could take the steps to get this to the next level, to get it to where I really want it to go.
Right.
So she mentioned like that she wanted like a cake of smiles, like as a
Cake of
joke. I
smiles.
forget how this came up in banter amongst us. It doesn't matter. So as a joke, I went to the bakery and I had them bake me a cake.
It wasn't a joke, though. It was dead serious. This
It
is
was-
the most serious cake anyone's ever got.
Yeah.
It was like kind of supposed to be a playful thing, right? And while she was having the bad day, I was gonna leave the cake on her car with like a note and drive away, right?
So that
Classic-
she after
classic
work,
move.
she'd come out to her car.
And have the
There'd be a
cake.
And there'd be birds eating cake with bird
Well,
shit all
it
over
was
the car.
sealed, you know, it was in a thing. And and I had the cake made, and I texted pictures of the cake. I texted one picture of the cake to her, but my phone
Why?
was just like to show her, like as like I got you the cake
you a
of smiles.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Just so you wanted credit for the cake.
No, like I just wanted to send it to her.
Look, I bought you something to make you feel better.
You were excited and you couldn't wait for her to finish work, so you're just like, let me send this now.
Well, I'm mixing up the story a bit, but it doesn't matter.
All right.
So I sent one picture of the cake, but my phone was fucked up at the time. So my phone sent the picture like 300 times, non-stop. And I looked like a fucking psychopath. It was like, look at the cake! Look at it!
Look what I got you. I got this for you.
Needless to say, I was unable to recover from this tragic technological incident. Also, my phone at the time had a habit where, as I was texting someone, it would display the wrong person's name. And I accidentally sent her texts that were meant for my friend
Oh, no!
about her.
Oh, no!
It was
And you were saying something
disastrous.
horrible, right?
It was nothing bad about her.
No, it was just like, oh, I'm
I
so
like her,
embarrassed.
yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
know, shit like that.
Oh, my God.
It was unrecoverable shit.
How did you look her in
Fucking
the eye
awesome.
after this?
He quit.
No, I kept working there, and I just
You just never
Run through
acknowledged
it.
it.
Yep.
I acknowledged it. I still proceeded. Like I would always, my option was like, I know I'm going to fail, like most things, but I will go full ahead to meet my end.
Okay.
And that's what I did.
There's some weird nobility
Merit,
in
yeah,
that. Yeah.
It's like, I know this is dead. I fucked this up beyond repair,
on arrival.
but I must see it through to the bitter end.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
that's
I
so
love
good.
that. That's fantastic.
So that's the cake of smiles, which I think you can find a picture of it, Steve.
The cake of smiles.
Yes. Yeah. We posted it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see what I could do.
Oh, how embarrassing.
So good. That's so good.
love
Thank
that.
you for that email.
That's from Billy Stone.
Billy Stone.
He weighs
Nice
a
dude.
lot.
One stone.
One stone.
How much is a stone?
Let's see. My guess is like 25 pounds.
I think it's like 100 pounds, actually.
Both
Like, I don't
are,
think anybody weighs more than like 3 stone.
1 stone is 14 pounds.
All right, I'm very wrong.
No one weighs more than 3 stones.
That's right. Yes. Very small people over there. And
Yeah. They're all leprechauns.
They're all the size of like a greyhound.
Hobbits.
They're all just
They're
greyhounds.
hobbits.
Living in the Shire.
That's good. Is that all of them?
That's all the emails. So thank you guys. If you want to send an email, we'll read it on a pick episode. reviewinghistorypod@gmail.com. Thank you all for emailing and sending that.
Thanks,
Become one of my
Jerry.
new favorite segments.
I like it because we don't have to do any work.
Yeah.
We put the work on the listeners.
Yeah.
We just get to answer emails.
Well, I guess let's bring up
History?
some history
History
here.
All right, I want to go first.
You want to go first? All right,
Yeah.
I want to go second, and I think Ant will finish
Guess
it
I'll
off.
close out.
He'll close it out. What does that mean?
He's the closer.
What does that mean?
to close us out. All right. So what did you bring, bro?
So,
What do you got?
have you guys ever heard of Bombay Beach?
Bombay.
Sounds like a drink. Like
Is it in India?
Bombay gin.
Nope. It's in California. And this is something that actually may have disastrous ramifications for America in the near future.
Huh?
Yes,
Is this some kind of tectonic plate?
kind of. All right.
Oh,
so,
fuck.
in the early 1900s, there was a massive levee break in the Colorado River,
Wow.
right?
When the levee breaks, I can't think of the next line of the song.
You're trying to do Zeppelin.
Zeppelin. Yeah. Going down.
So the levee broke in the Colorado River.
Yes.
And it ran into California, and they dug like this trench, and it ran through, and it went in between two tectonic plates where there's a dip below.
How deep is this trench?
Below sea level. And
They didn't foresee it.
No, they kind of did, and they filled this trench in California in the Mojave Desert with water.
Okay.
Sure.
And this was in the 1920s. Now, the water would flow from the California River into this thing, and it filled up, right?
Okay.
Eventually, they repair it, Colorado, because they didn't want their river to dry up, and they sealed the river. So
Now
now,
it's a lake.
the only water that can get into they call it the Salton Sea. Have you ever heard of the Salton Sea?
No.
Sounds like something from Aladdin.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So it's the Salton Sea, right, in California. A bunch of people started living there because it's beautiful water.
Now it's a lake. It's lakefront property.
Yes, and it becomes a hot spot. It thrives, right?
Right.
They bring in fish and birds and all this shit, and they turn it into this amazing place to live. It's
Turtles.
part desert, right?
All right.
And part like sea, like beachfront property.
Sure.
There's nothing else
cool.
like it on the planet, right?
Cool. Yeah.
People start pouring in. It becomes this big thing. In the 50s, mobile homes are pouring in, right? 60s, 70s, all this shit, surfer culture. It's a giant community that all springs up in the middle of nowhere, like
Colorado.
isolated from everything. It's in California,
California.
in the Mojave Desert.
What's the problem?
Yeah.
So, what ends up happening is there is nowhere for the water to go out
Why does it have to go out?
because,
It's going to seep into the land and create a sinkhole.
no, not that.
Is it gonna
Is it-
evaporate
So
It has to move.
basically,
Although it's going to overflow.
when it rains?
Like, yeah, I don't know. I'll
no.
finish, I guess.
so
Yeah.
like,
why are we speculating?
guessing?
Just fucking
Yeah.
tell us.
I'm working on it. I'm building up to it.
You're just letting us guess.
So people start moving in, right?
Not a scientist.
The town expands, and they have to, like, they used to have outhouses, and then they had to build water systems, and they made it
Town
intricate.
grew up. We got it.
Yeah.
Then they built schools. A shopping center. You wouldn't believe it.
They paved the roads.
They got a great movie theater. Then Walmart came in.
And you wouldn't believe it, they planted bushes.
Next thing you know,
Tell me more.
Okay. So it became a hot spot, right?
holy shit.
Did they create movie theaters?
I don't know. There were 2 marinas, 4 bars,
How's
a
the Whole
market.
Foods? Have you been there?
I haven't been to the Whole Foods. All right, but what happened was they didn't have anywhere to filter the water. So the water just started to get a bunch of sediment and dirt, right?
In the lake.
It's getting
In the
cloudy.
lake. And it got cloudy and it got like
It happens. It's a man-made lake.
polluted from people. Like
Arnold.
like just filtering water in naturally just started to try to fuck with the water, right? It was salty chemicals, things like that, right?
They don't have a good filtration system because it's man-made.
It's not
Basically.
supposed to be there.
Right, it's man-made. Yeah.
Water is not supposed to exist in the desert. So what happens is
Tell that to the Sudan.
all the fish that they had put there start to die from all the toxicity.
Okay.
The birds that were in the area, and it became a hot spot for birds that were flying south. They'd stop in the water, cool off, and then continue south.
Die.
Right.
They would eat the toxic fish and die.
Okay.
So all the fish in the lake die, right?
So the ecosystem's falling apart.
It became so toxic that nobody could swim in it.
I
Which
don't understand why it's become toxic. Are there like things seeping
Stagnant.
up from
Stagnant.
different chemicals like that have to be run into the water. There's nowhere for it to go.
There's no filtration system. It's just here's a lake and nothing's
Yeah, but why
fil-
doesn't that happen to every lake on Earth?
Because the lakes get fresh water from glaciers
Okay.
from the North Pole. This isn't getting any water. It's
It
just
doesn't have
stagnant
the water doesn't go
yeah.
anywhere.
It's
like
just sitting there.
like it's full like it's a
it should
mosquito
go
pole?
out into the ocean, but it's
Right.
not. It's just sitting there.
Okay.
So there's no filter.
And it's in the desert, right? So all this bad shit starts happening. The community that had built around this like beachfront property,
Has to abandon it.
they all have to abandon it and die, except for some weird holdovers.
Shit.
It becomes a ghost town.
Okay.
People still live there, but it's like dead and decaying and sporadic.
Right.
In 2020, hipsters and weird artists, actually 19, they started moving in and building weird art sculptures out of like the shit that's left there.
That is like
Okay.
falling apart houses.
Falling apart houses and metals, abandoned playgrounds. And like, it's just like a weird place.
Like a weird Pripyat.
Yeah, if you look at videos of it online, it's really like just a bizarre place. Like,
Looks like Williamsburg.
It's kind of, yeah.
Do you know about Centralia?
No.
Centralia is a town in Pennsylvania where they had a thriving coal mining operation going. And sometime, I think, in the 1960s, there was a fire in the coal mine. And the fire
dangerous.
never stopped because it has endless
coal.
fuel in
Yeah.
the coal mine.
It's coal.
It's still burning to this day. And it's made the entire area completely toxic. So the town had to be abandoned, and like there's only one guy left. And when that guy dies, it's going to be a completely uninhabited zone that like the government has quarantined.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's vicious.
Yeah.
Is that something similar happening here?
They haven't quarantined it yet, but here's
Yeah.
the other problem. So you have toxic water, right?
Evaporates.
You have toxic water that will eventually evaporate because it is in the desert.
or sink into the desert. Yeah.
Where's that going to go?
The
The rain
atmosphere.
Up.
Yeah, it's going to kill us all.
And it's going to be potentially an ecological disaster.
Is it really that toxic? Couldn't they put like an algae in there or something to stop it?
All we know is that it
I mean, we've
killed-
been dealing with acid rain
Forever,
for
We used to use
decades now.
aerosol sprays, remember?
rain.
It was putting holes in the ozone, just shh.
I know you're not a DRI fan.
Is that DRI?
Yeah.
A little bit of.
But yeah, it's a really interesting place. Like if you look up videos of it online, it's this like weird like
What's it called?
Bombay Beach or the Salton Sea.
Salt and sea.
But we really
Places like that are fascinating.
Yeah,
Like you know
that's
about
scary.
Pripyat, right?
yeah, I know Pripyat.
That's the city that is outside Chernobyl.
Yeah.
And that is
Also
just
scary.
there.
Did our friend go there? To Chernobyl?
Yeah, he was in the area.
he
Like, you
came
drink-
back
like, apparently
with
you drink,
radioactive
like-
balls.
Yeah, you drink like radiated water is like a fun thing to do.
Yeah,
It's like light radiation. It's like, ha ha ha, look at us go. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing
Little radiation.
this?
Yeah,
It doesn't kill
Fuck the
anyone.
law.
But definitely
That's
look up.
interesting.
I'm sure if you're watching the YouTube, Steve put up some videos of it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a fascinating place. I personally think we should drain the
with
water.
Montserrat. I'm just thinking about abandoned.
But if you drain it, where are you going to drain it? It's toxic. You got to detoxify
I guess
it.
hold it and then run it
put-
through filtration or
Put a
something.
fuck ton of salt in there. Just see what happens. That'll solve everything.
Yeah, throw some salt on it.
So,
I can't
that's
imagine it
pretty
being
cool.
that devastating.
We won't know until it happens. It can't be good if it automatically kills
it's
fish
going
and
to
birds.
happen a little bit at a time. You
Well,
know,
it's 80, no, almost 100 years of
how has
pollution.
it lasted this long?
100
Like,
years of pollution.
I understand that, but like, it's not like in an afternoon the whole lake's going to go up into the sky. It's going to
Over time, yeah, it's-
little by
yeah.
little, and dissipate.
The
around.
ozone will probably filter out most of it, but that
I don't know.
heavy amount is probably not good.
I'm sure it's not good. But
It'll
I
hurt
I
the
can't
ocean.
imagine how that it being like this ecological nightmare.
All right, so this
I
is
don't know.
what someone said.
Yeah.
This is actually from last month.
A month ago.
As the water level drops, the ecological disaster grows. The Salton Sea is getting saltier, which means the birds are leaving, the fish are suffocating. But the real nightmare is what's lurking in the dried up lake bed: copper, arsenic, selenium, and DDT. A toxic insecticide left over from generations of farming. That's what it was. It's when they were farming, the DDT would run off from the plants into the water.
Okay, now I understand. Yeah, that's different.
That'll
that-
kill crops.
That'll kill
Everything.
Everything. That was a nightmare. It was a great bug destroyer.
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
also poisoned like.
Do you remember as a kid when our parents would put bug spray on us? It was like the DDT thing was just starting.
Yep.
And they were going nuts looking for
There was
DDT
a book, I think
free.
it came out in the 1980s called Silent Spring that put an end to DDT. It was like about how the bugs get killed by the DDT, but the birds eat the bugs and it kills the birds, and the birds have food for other things, and it just destroys.
Ecosystem.
It was a documentary?
No, it was a book.
Oh, it was
it's
a
called
book.
Silent Spring. You can look this up.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, but in the 90s, I remember our parents, like the bug spray had to be DDT free and they would check and shit.
Yeah.
And sunscreen also. Do you
Yeah.
remember that
Do you
shit?
remember encephalitis?
West Nile? That's
It's
kid shit.
It's kid shit. It's just kid shit.
That was a huge crisis in the New York area.
Can we just bring it up that like any new listener just now just said, did they just say West Nile and encephalitis is kid shit without referencing what the fuck we were talking about?
They don't need to know.
They don't need to know. Just know it's kid shit. It's nothing serious. It's nothing
Yeah.
serious.
But yeah, that was like a disease that mosquitoes were carrying in the New York area in like the late 90s, and they would fly planes over the
spray everything.
suburbs and drop bug repellent.
They still do that today.
Yeah.
sometimes.
Do you remember? They'd be like, everybody get indoors.
Go
Yeah.
indoors, and
Yeah.
there would just be this hose of like
Yeah.
cloud, and it would just spraying everything. And you're like, how is indoors going to help me?
right?
Like it's a giant mister
Yeah.
in the air. It's not like it's gonna get on me and in me. Indoors or outdoors, it makes no sense, and it just kills hordes of bugs,
Supposedly.
specifically mosquitoes.
yeah.
Wow, that's messed up. Bombay
Yep.
Beach, man.
Bombay Beach.
Yeah, I guess I'll bring up mine.
All right.
Not as fun as yours.
Okay. I had the fun one.
You
this
had the
week.
fun one.
Now we can talk about Mad Cow and other
Now we could-
fucking crises.
I'm not bringing up a crisis. I'm not bringing a person, but I will bring an event. Do you guys like ice cream?
Who doesn't?
I
doesn't?
can't stand
You
it.
don't like
Really?
ice cream? You know, I kind of
I
don't.
love ice cream.
Okay.
I kinda-
Pistachio's my favorite.
Which one?
I'm-
Pistachio?
That's my favorite flavor.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I didn't know that.
Do you like when you're a kid, ice cream truck comes by, and you get all happy, you run out, the whole neighborhood runs out.
Sure, yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Glasgow ice cream wars
In Glasgow, Scotland?
in Scotland? Yeah.
No.
You ever
I
heard of
haven't.
this?
No.
No. Okay.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our rocky road.
So Scotland, 1980s.
Oh, God.
So in the 70s, there was a removal of tenement buildings.
Okay.
And what happened?
I've got nowhere left to go.
Yeah, this is what started it. The relocation of all these people led them to the outskirts, but they didn't update the supply lines for stuff. So what they
Wait,
would
so
do?
they removed the tenement buildings in the inner city.
Right. So they move them out to the
Glasgow is
suburbs.
horribly poor, from what I understand.
Yeah, yeah. At this point, it's pretty bad.
And they moved to the suburbs.
Right.
But
But the
there's-
suburbs don't have the
Like
infrastructure
supermarkets?
to support them, like supermarkets, like any basic necessities. They don't exist yet.
Okay.
In these areas. So what they had to do, because there was a strain, they would transport their own goods in trucks. Now, some of these trucks are cheaper than others and easier and more accessible, just like ice cream trucks. So people would buy ice cream trucks, but they would sell goods,
Like they go around the neighborhood selling.
selling anything,
Groceries?
food, groceries, like toiletries, anything you could think of.
What you need,
handbags,
baby, I got it.
clothes, like whatever you need.
Wow.
You get it from these random trucks that kind of like are delivering things. It's like the start of supply lines, kind of. But
I love that it's just a dude in a truck.
oh, it gets better.
And you just go up like,
Oh, I got what do you need?
oh, bless me, bagpipes.
I'm probably a little off with it with that, but
I got some toilet paper.
I got to go.
with the transportation,
I can't find any.
I love transportation.
something.
With transportation of legal goods came the transportation of illegal goods.
Oh, black market. Black market.
So what would happen is these ice cream trucks would sell more than ice cream. They would sell stolen goods and drugs.
This happened in Vice City.
It did?
Yeah, there's a whole mission. I recently played Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and you got to buy an ice cream factory and then use an ice cream truck to deliver drugs around town.
Dude, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, well, they
Must have got it from
Yeah.
here. Because there was 2 rival criminal organizations that would sell drugs and stolen goods from specifically ice cream vans.
Buy and you'll get high for a little while.
So as the ice cream trucks roll by, usually we get that happy feeling. In Glasgow, they were like, oh, fuck. The ice cream truck's coming. And you knew there was going to be like a shootout, basically.
And the 2 ice cream truck.
Because they were rival... they
Gangs.
became common targets for gangs and criminal activity.
Uh-huh.
So what the fun thing for these criminals used to be is as the ice cream truck is driving by, they take out a shotgun and shoot it at the window and blow out the front.
It's all
I
good
hope
fun.
they're playing the ice cream music throughout the whole thing.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
They are,
Do,
yeah.
do, 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 do,
So
do.
this came to a head in a bad way, in probably one of the worst ways.
Lickety split fought Mr. Frosty.
Yeah.
Mr.
They
Softy, sorry.
discontinued the
Ralph.
lemon shark pops, and then all hell broke loose. There was riots. They couldn't get.
What's
their
your
ice cream.
favorite ice cream
do this to
treat?
me.
Like the frozen ones, not flavor.
When,
You like a
Ooh.
Tweety Bird guy?
Ooh,
you know-
the Snoopy one was great.
Snoopy's good. I liked the wrestling one. That one
Those
was
were good.
wrestling
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
I
Had the
really
screwball.
like. I like the
Screwball's fun. You
I
get
like
the
lemon
you get the
You get
gum,
the gum at the bottom.
which has
Yeah.
like 2 bites of flavor, and then you chew it for like
Worst gum ever.
30 minutes.
lemon.
Yeah.
Horrible. I like
Sonic was good.
I like the lemon sharks. I was a lemon guy.
Those are good.
I liked them. Do you guys ever have the? Is it Goodyear, the almond ones with like the nuts on it?
Oh, I know the ones you're
Kids
talking
don't
about.
like
Good
it.
humor.
The good humor. I like it as an adult now. The almond one is like the best shit.
They're fine.
I'm going to bring up something that I don't think they make anymore. The Choco Taco.
Oh, that recently got discontinued.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You like that? I never had it.
I think I had it once.
Did any of you ever get the banana split? I always you see it on the thing. You're always like, I need to get the banana split, and nobody ever. Gets
I got it like once.
I'm a soft serve man. I would always go for the soft serve.
a good cone.
But occasionally
Yeah.
you would go and get the.
would you guys get
Sure.
Yeah.
cocaine from your trucks? As a child, obviously.
I liked candy cigarettes.
You felt cool.
That felt cool.
You know what I used to get suckered into? They would sell the shitty ice cream where you would get a piece of like a paper airplane, like a
Oh,
plastic
yeah.
model
Yeah.
airplane, and you could make like World War II ships
Yeah.
or fighters.
Wow.
Those are good.
Remember bomb bags?
Oh, love
yeah, they
bomb
used to
bags.
sell like weird firework-esque things.
Man, ice cream trucks used to kick ass.
Yeah. I bet they still serve that shit. But
just
when was
don't
last time any of us ran to the ice cream truck?
I can't remember the last time
Not
I
so
did
much in
that.
Glasgow because
I can't wait to use
Wasn't
my
good.
kid as a prop so I can go get ice cream. Look, I'm not just a fat fuck. It's for my kid.
90s ice cream trucks America, good. 80s ice cream trucks Glasgow gets 6 people killed on April 16th, 1984 by arson.
Wow.
Arson?
By
They
arson.
set the truck on fire?
No, they set their entire house on fire.
Wow.
So what happens? This guy
You
named,
were buying from Mr. Softy.
This guy named-
Do you remember me? What about the right of an ice cream truck driver? I see him at night. He haunts my dreams. It's the ice cream truck going over the fucking jump.
burn the church. What? So there was this guy,
Malcolm McGuinness.
Andrew Boyle, and his 5 family members died in this arson. There was 9 people in the house. 6 of them died. 6 people died. Yeah, only 3 survived. On April 16th, 1984, which I
They
believe is
pile them
close
in
to
those
today.
Scots houses, huh? 9 guys in the same
Yeah,
house.
yeah. I don't know what day this is coming out, but I think it's close. This included an 18-month child who
my
was
God.
found under the mother trying to protect him. But the target was 18 years old and a member of the rival gang who didn't give up his ice cream truck route.
So he won.
Yeah, I
The
guess.
bad guys won.
Apparently.
You'll hear that this story gets a little wild.
It's not wild already.
It's not wild yet. So, what?
An ice cream grows in my machine, not of your route.
That's such an obscure line, too. Like,
Very
nobody
good.
got it.
Very good.
You know, if you're not us who do the movie, like, I wouldn't have got that line if we didn't talk about it.
Whispering in his ear.
What I think we should do is we need to establish a second truck and just keep the flow going all the time. Oh, is that what you think? He pushes him into
that
traffic.
talks to me as if I needed his counsel. Sets a child on fire.
Longshanks is in the window. He has the stupid ice cream hat.
Say it. Just say it. It'll be over. Just say it. Soft serve! So, the ice cream truck. So this guy doesn't want to give up his route. This rival gang decides we're going to fucking burn his house down because he's not giving us the route. These people die. It's front page news. This is huge. Now, a man named Douglas Skelton writes...
Skeleton?
Skelton. Like skeleton, but just skeleton. Sounds really ominous, but he's a crime writer. He writes about crimes, true crime, fiction, or whatever it is.
Doug.
He helps portray the events to the public of what's happening behind the scenes with the court and the criminal proceedings.
How does he portray it? Like writing, or like is he doing reenactments? Like he has like two ice cream trucks. He's like, oh no!
Yeah, it's theater from the ice cream truck with like the panels.
It's a puppet show.
Yeah, it's a puppet show. He takes witness testimonies and puts it into a book and releases it, and it kind of gains more awareness of what was happening. Now, when this happened, the police in the area knew what was going down with the ice cream trucks, but they couldn't do anything because they didn't have quote unquote concrete evidence. And they
Cannot prove anything.
can't prove anything, can't do it. And they would
They're all meeting at like the hut, like the council.
they couldn't act. So they had the suspects, Thomas Campbell, aka TC, and Joe Steele, who worked
Great
for the
name.
crime lord Tam McGraw.
Tam McGraw.
This sounds
I'll not
fake.
cross Tam McGraw.
Right?
McGraw hits Teppo.
Tempo hits Krakow.
Krakow.
Krakow hits me. We can't get anything done, Captain. Tam McGraw's a dangerous man.
So an informant tells the police, I was in a bar, I heard them talking about setting this guy's house on fire. They get arrested, and they're like, listen, we have an alibi, we didn't do it. They plead not guilty.
He burned a wee one.
They go fuck yourselves, you both got life.
Okay. They got him.
They got him. But for 20 years, they campaigned to be freed. Okay?
Freedom!
Scott's big on that.
Yeah. At one point, I don't know how this happened, but Joe Steele, one of the guys who was convicted,
JS.
escapes prison and superglues himself to the gates of Buckingham Palace.
Why?
I don't know. I guess he's like, look, I'm innocent. Try to get me now. You know, like,
It's
and
like
they just
they
pull his
just
hand
What do
off.
you think of this, your majesty?
The super glue doesn't work. It just pulls off.
I'm stuck to your gate now.
I hope you washed
Do
your
something, you bitch.
That's literally what happened.
I hope you washed your ass. It's about to be kissed by a queen.
Why didn't he just escape? Why didn't he just... I think this is only
I'm
5
making a
years in.
bloody statement. I glue myself to your gate. You cannot pull me away. You cannot do it.
And after this, I'm sacking York. With 25 delicious flavors. Milkshakes.
It's not quite as much as Baskin Robbins, but it'll do the job.
You'll get some Smurf.
I'm gonna choke. So let's continue. Why I mentioned Skelton writing the books. Skelton, as he's going through the book, starts seeing some inconsistencies with the stories. So he finds the informant, interviews him, and
man?
the informant, the guy who said he heard the stuff in the bar,
who fingered Tam McGraw.
Joe Steele.
Tam McGraw. Yeah. You can't forget that name. It turns out the informant tells Skelton, the writer, he's like, "Yeah, I lied. I didn't hear that." So
Helton Skelton.
So they are granted leave to appeal, and the convictions are overturned in 2004.
After 20 years.
In 2004.
Because he didn't do it.
Yeah.
This causes massive distrust in the public eye for the police.
Sure.
The police were called the
So wait, so they
Serious
never
Crime
found
Squad.
They never found who actually did it.
Nope.
It's
who
a cold
actually-
case.
There we go.
That's good,
That's
right?
good.
I liked it.
That's good. They were called the Serious Crime Squad, which then the people called them the Serious Chimes Squad as an insult to them because they're just incapable of getting the people who
Ring the
killed
bell.
the family.
Have we not heard the chimes at midnight?
So that is the story of the Glasgow Ice Cream Wars. That was the most deaths, I believe, caused by a person out in Scotland outside of like some serial killer. It was like massive.
Wow.
Yeah. At the time, I'm sure there was worse after that. But yeah, that's the story of the Ice Cream Wars.
That's pretty fucking cool.
So yeah, the criminals actually got away with it.
Go away now.
That's all I've got from today.
Go away now.
Eat it too quick and your brain will hurt for a little while.
All right, I guess it's my turn.
Sure is, pal.
I want to talk about, we're going to the colonies.
Colonies.
There we go.
Colonies, yep.
It's one of our favorite topics.
Yeah.
We come here a lot.
We're Americans.
Yeah.
You know, it
In
is
one
what
of
it
the
is.
But we're going a little
colonies.
further back. We're going to New Amsterdam.
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 Yes, Dutch.
I'm
Lots
New
of
York.
Dutch people. It's the 1600s.
Yeah. We're speaking Dutch right now. Fucking Yankees. That most
It's Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn. We'll get him one day. Everyone reach out to
That's
Colin.
the white
Tell him to
whale.
Come on. He's the white whale for us, right?
So, the New Amsterdam colony,
Yeah.
set up in the 1600s. Its only thing it's interested in is making money. This is not like the British colonies in Virginia Virginia, yeah. But, you got the Puritans over in Massachusetts. They're all about religion.
They're ideological. Yeah.
And the French are doing their missionary work up in New France.
Speaking French.
And the Dutch are like, hey,
The Dutch are like, we want to trade beaver pelts. That's what they
you
love.
better watch
Yeah.
your fucking ass.
Are there any? Oh, this explains a lot why we have so many Dutch fans. They want my pelts. So they're the meme where it's like the
Yeah. Yeah.
coin. Give me coin.
They set up this place called Fort Orange, which is modern
Was it painted
day
orange?
It's modern day Albany,
Oh.
up the Hudson River. Oh, right?
Okay.
This is far away from everything. It's in the wilderness.
Yep.
The next closest outpost is New York City. New Amsterdam, Manhattan.
So to give an idea for people who are not from here, how far of a drive is New York City to Albany today?
it's about 3.5 hours.
So around that time, you're looking at a couple of days.
Oh yeah,
travel. Yeah.
On the river. The Dutch aren't big on exploring. What they've done is they've set this place up in the hopes that the Indians will come to them to trade pelts that they've hunted in return for trinkets and things. I say trinkets,
box
but that's
of these.
dismissive. It's like stuff they want, glassware, metal stuff that they
They
don't have.
love these.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Paddle
A
balls.
box of these.
And the Dutch have all these investors back in Europe, right? I think I heard somewhere that like in a year over 80,000 beaver pelts are flowing through Manhattan.
Whoa.
Yeah, they make like the beaver practically go extinct.
Okay. You
poor
need them
people.
too. They're important for like the ecosystem.
Yeah.
So one year, the Indians don't show up, and
Smallpox.
they don't know why. So, and this is going to ruin them. If they can't get their shipments, the company fails. The ships that come to pick up the beaver pelts
Have nothing to return.
they have nothing to
with.
return with, so they won't come back and bring like supplies so they could live. This is a disaster. So it's an emergency. So the colony gets this guy.
We got the natives back.
His name is Herman van den Bogert.
Bogart.
Yes.
Old
Oh, it's a good
Bogey.
name. It's a
Herman
good name.
Vanden Bogert. He lives
HVB.
in Fort Orange with his wife and their 4 children.
Why this guy?
He was there.
No real reason.
Much
Get us pelts.
Much like Salieri, because, madam, I said.
It's a good callback.
He goes out into the wilderness to find the Mohawk. They don't even know where they live, right?
Right. Punk rockers.
They come, like the Indians have been coming to them. So he goes out, and what he discovers, he finds them after like days of searching. And he discovers that the Mohawk have made a better deal with the French.
Oh, shit.
So they're sending all their shit up there. So he's like,
And French.
I got to renegotiate. So he makes deals with them to get better money, better prices, and gets the furs flowing again.
Okay, he does his job.
He comes back. He's a fucking hero. He saved.
He
the
saved.
colony.
He cut a deal.
Right?
Bogart. HVB, the man.
He's now like a folk hero. Everybody loves him. His status rises. He's making tons of money.
He's the man.
He's the man.
Yeah.
That's so good.
All of a sudden, the furs stop again.
Uh-oh.
So they send him back. He goes out, and what does he find? The Dutch at the time have this law.
You know, these Indians, they're the type of people who give something and then
take it back.
take it back.
An Indian giver?
What? No.
The British.
Did you know that what that was?
Without even the second you were like, these Indians, I was like, yep, and here it comes.
So the English out in Boston. I should say this: the Dutch have a capital punishment law. You will die if you do this. You cannot sell guns to the Indians. Not allowed.
The Dutch are against this.
Yes.
But they're about making coin. They're the
The
Ferengi.
Indians
They're the
w-
Ferengi of the colonies. Why wouldn't they sell guns?
Because they realize it would be extremely
It's the end
dangerous.
for them. That's the advantage they hold. They don't have numbers.
The English have no such scruples. So they've
Right,
been
that's
selling guns to the Indians. So the Indians would much rather do business with them because they'll get what they want.
They'll get guns.
Yeah, weapons.
more than anything else.
And if you're the Mohegan, the Mohawks,
Mohawk.
and you're getting guns and the other tribes don't have guns,
Right.
you're the strongest tribe.
You win. Yeah.
This is exactly what happens in Private Little War.
Yeah.
The Star Trek episode.
You're right.
So Herman has to go back to the Mohawk and he renegotiates, and the Dutch see no way out of this. So now the Dutch government gets involved.
I believe you mean the Mutu. Is that their name in that one? In Private Little War?
the Mugatu.
Mugat.
the Mugatu from fucking
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, he's named after
yeah.
Star
Named after
Trek.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
The Dutch government says, okay, we'll sell you all the guns you want, and you get unlimited ammo. Like, we'll just give you ammo if you need
They're
it.
giving cheat codes out?
They're giving cheat codes out.
Chicos.
So now
They're doing
game
John
shark
Wick
the
shit.
shit.
Mohawk
They're
will
game sharking
use
it.
their newfound arsenal to pretty much exterminate the Huron. This will have massive ramifications for the Indians going down the line. So Herman has made quite an impact on the North American
He's
continent.
changed the continent single-handedly.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Whole future.
That's the end of part 1 of this story.
Okay.
Part 2 is a little weird.
What happens to Herman?
Herman, like I said, is a big, popular,
Swear to
powerful
God.
man.
I swear to God. If
But
you,
does
if you
he-
hurt Herman? I'll never
Does
forgive
he
you.
factor into part 2, or is this
Oh,
like...
yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if like his story was done.
Herman goes back home, living
Became a
his
hermit.
life.
Started a band.
One day, Herman's wife goes out to the barn, and when she opens up the door, she sees Herman sodomizing a 10-year-old black slave boy named Tobias.
What?
Now you could hurt Herman.
Herman is raping his slave.
Oh, fantastic.
Not just his slave. His...
Young
slave
underage
boy.
Slaved boy.
And he's caught by his wife.
Yes.
Oh, Herman's a bad guy.
She freaks
Herman's
out.
a monster.
Yeah.
She freaks
Herman
out.
is a fucking monster.
Yeah.
He's Herman Monster.
Herman Monster.
right.
Yeah.
She alerts
I
the
raped
town.
a boy many years ago.
Woke up with a brand new
New
show.
show.
Oh my god. That's so dark. So dark.
The town gets a posse together. They arrest Herman.
Rightfully so.
And
Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised this is illegal.
What? He's raping a boy.
I think they have more of a problem with the homosexual aspect
Than-
of this than
Than the
anything
slave?
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, what I'm viewing this as
He's doing his
is you
eternal
are
life.
inherently recognizing the humanity of the
Of
slave.
the child? Yeah, of course. They know. So they arrest Herman. Herman's in jail.
Yep.
Somehow, he escapes.
Classic Hollywood.
Somehow Herman
classic,
returned.
yeah, classic Hollywood shit.
He's got nowhere to go. The only other people around that he knows are the Indians. So he gets Tobias,
Oh, no.
and he and Tobias,
He gets the kid?
yeah.
How did he get the kid?
Some people say it was consensual.
It's a 10-year-old.
Well, he might have been 11 at this time.
It's fucked.
Oh, man.
And they flee north into the Mohawk lands. Now, I doubt he told them exactly what was going on when he got there,
This is my son.
but they let him hide
I'm
out.
on the run for being a pederast.
I raped this kid. Oh my
He
god.
sets up shop in this hut that the Indians are using to store all of their beaver pelts for the next year. So it's like all their merchandise.
No one's going to want those after what goes on in this hut, are they?
The Dutch track him down. When
This
they
is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
when they arrive, the Mohawk are like, yeah, he's in there. So Herman,
Oh, no. Is this about to...
who's in the hut, decides as a diversion to set it on fire. So he sets the hut with all of the Indian shit in it on fire.
He burns all the pelts.
He burns all the
Holy
pelts.
crap.
They lose everything.
This is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
He fucks like the country,
Yeah.
basically.
So the Dutch get him. They take him back to Fort Orange. They throw him in jail again. He's going to be executed.
Rightfully
I hope so.
Rightfully so.
But he escapes again.
Oh my God.
Does he get the kid
Can't
again?
go north this time, so he says, let me go east.
East.
East. East is the English territory.
Yeah, you really...
Yeah, he's going to head into Massachusetts.
Excuse me. What are your policies on buggering a kid?
It's like January.
Buggering the kid. Why
The
is he
Hudson
speaking
River
English?
is frozen. So as he's trying to cross the Hudson River, he's too heavy, the ice gives way, and he drowns and dies an icy, freezing death.
Good.
That's great.
And
Yeah.
that's the end of Herman. But there's a little postscript to this. The Indians are fucking pissed.
Yeah.
They burned all the pelts.
They manage, and keep in mind, it's 16, I have a year. It's 1648, I believe.
Not
1647.
1642?
1647. The Indians go into Dutch court and sue Herman's estate and win. The Dutch government grant all of his money. They sell his house, all his land.
He's like a millionaire into these
yes,
terms.
and give the Indians what's owed. Now his wife and children are left bankrupt and fucked.
fucked.
But the Indians actually fucking sued the Dutch government, won, and got their money back.
By a Dutch court.
Yeah.
Because the Dutch are like, even we
was
can't
evil.
stand up
Yeah,
for this
he was
fucking
And they wanted to
pederast.
keep on up and up terms with the Indians.
Yeah.
What a
depend
roller
on-
coaster.
Yeah. Isn't that a great story?
What a roller coaster.
How did you find out about
You're like,
this?
this guy's great. Oh, God.
I was doing my usual legendary pedophile search.
Right, right.
And I came across
across it.
Herman Bogart.
I first heard this story on the Iroquois History and Legends podcast, which is something I listen to,
Okay.
which is great.
You listen to the competition, you son of a bitch? Who's hosting that one?
Are they funny?
These two brothers that live upstate, they
Two
love
brothers.
the Indians.
Two brothers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're cool guys.
Are they funny?
They're cool?
No, they're not funny at all.
Oh, never
In
mind.
fact, every time they try to joke, it's kind of embarrassing. But the show's great.
I was going to say, can we try to get them on?
That's what I was
but-
going to do, but I guess...
Yeah, get them. I'd love to talk to them.
You just insulted him.
Every time you joke, it's
I
embarrassing.
think they're great.
You're an embarrassment, but you're
they're
good.
not trying to be funny. They're doing a history show. They're not us. We're like a half-ass history show. Theirs is actually like good.
Holy shit. Do we know what happened to the kid? Did
Tobias?
Did he die in the
Who
fire?
the fuck knows that?
He turned into a hawk. and
right,
he
he's
never
an animal.
regained.
Yeah, I guess so.
He never
Second
regained
book
human form.
in the first book, he turns to a Hulk. They can't turn him back.
Yeah, he was there for over the 2-hour limit.
Right.
You're done after that.
Right. Fucking Andalites. How did we manage to bring up the Animorphs again?
There was didn't we have another Tobias?
Yes.
I guess that's my go-to. Next time I'm gonna have to go to Tobias Funke.
I don't know if the last
he's
one was
blue.
Tobias, but that's twice Animorphs came up, and it was the first one was way more obscure. It was like a reach, if I remember. But wow, that's a fucking roller coaster of a story.
Yeah.
Wow.
I felt good, and then I felt bad, and then I felt good again, and
Yeah.
bad again. It's like
I'm glad he drowned to death.
yeah.
It's such a great arc.
Yeah. You can't predict where it's going when it starts.
No, at first it's just like this guy's saving the day.
Is there like art of him like looking heroic?
I don't know about that. I don't think so. Because you got to keep in mind, like, this is so early.
Is there other
There's
art of
like
him that like?
barely
Okay.
people out
Am I going to go to jail for searching his art
art.
of him doing other
Like
things?
pictures of him like making deals and shit.
There's
I'm not
records
in
of his
the-
existence. There's a trial. This was all brought out. You can look this up.
If I'm not in the next episode, it's because my Google search went awry.
Because you were looking up a pederast from fucking 400
Yes,
years ago.
yes.
Michael Jackson. The Michael Jackson of the
their
1600s.
time, yeah.
What a rise and fall.
Yep.
That's sick.
Well, there's one last order of business, gentlemen.
What's that?
Picks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go last.
You want to go last?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. We might not follow this order though, so they might come out.
The last one is
Randomly.
definitely going to be my pick.
Yeah. I want to do Walt before Mickey.
Okay.
I want to do
Is that like Walt before Get Him?
Yeah, it's
Walt when he was happy.
yeah, didn't have to get him around. Walt Disney, the story of Walt Disney, I believe, will be pretty cool to do.
That's cool. I've seen that movie. Have you ever seen it?
No, I never seen it.
Okay.
You did see it.
Napoleon Dynamite's in it.
I like him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It has some names in it. I was surprised when
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
He's a name.
Well, you'll see. You'll
He's
see.
someone you recognize.
Yeah, you'll recognize some people in it.
It's a low budget movie.
Yeah.
Okay. I never heard of it.
Oh well.
Haha. It's Walt before he met me, guys. Haha. Oh boy.
You do a pretty good Mickey.
I don't
might
have
be
to,
your
I don't have
best
to change my
impression.
pitch too much.
That might be your best impression. That was pretty good.
Sure.
Wow. He's giving you nothing.
yeah.
I love
Nothing.
It. This is great.
Wow.
He wants to insult me.
He's setting the world on fire.
I just wanted to give the man a compliment. I can't even do
I
that.
give him compliments all day.
I want more, damn it. Lavish me with praise.
He's just sitting there like this the whole time. Yes.
What does Bruce Dickinson say? Sing for... Fuck it.
Scream for me.
Scream for me, yeah.
I like the Paradise Lost though. Grace me with your palms.
Oh,
That's
yes.
good, yeah.
Yes, that was the greatest stage line.
Greatest.
Ever. What are you picking, Brain?
Well, he has to go last.
I'm going
but-
last.
Oh, well, I don't remember what I'm supposed to pick, so you're going to have to help me.
You're picking Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can. I've never seen it.
What?
I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, you're actually gonna like it a lot. I think it's a good movie.
I know it's Scorsese, right?
No, Spielberg.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
It's got Leo.
Leo's, that's why I
Yeah, it's
thought.
got some names. It's got Hanks. Hanky boy.
Hank?
Hanky boy. It's got Hanky boy.
Oh, is this the movie about Howard Hughes?
No, that's The
I
Aviator.
never saw that either.
Fantastic.
What's this about?
Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah.
It's about, I guess the easiest way to do it would be an international con man in the 1960s.
And it's true?
True.
True story.
Okay, cool.
It's a very cool story. What are you doing?
All right. I am picking Midway because this episode will be released on the, what anniversary is it of the Battle of Midway?
1943. I don't know. Do the math.
Wouldn't it be the
70.
70th?
Yeah, 70.
70th anniversary of the Battle of Midway. All right, and here's the question, guys. Do we do the Heston Classic or do we do the new one, which me and Ed saw in theaters?
Yes.
New one.
I mean, the Heston one's a better movie.
but I think the new one's more accurate for the time.
No.
No, accurate for the events.
No.
No, I think it are. I think
The
it's-
original used
The
real
original is
footage.
like a documentary.
It
pretty much.
uses real war footage.
Yeah, I think it uses what's his name? The guy.
Frank Capra.
Is it Frank Capra or is it John Ford?
It's one of them. I think Ford was there.
Ford was on the island.
Then I think it was Ford.
Yeah. One of them was.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to lay off on the
Heston.
Heston. We only have like 3 left.
Savor the Heston.
Save that. All
We
right.
can't
then
do.
then
We
do the
can't
new
do
one.
all Heston the
All right.
first year.
We do the new one.
We're doing new Heston. Well, no, sorry, new
no
Midway.
Heston.
No Heston.
No Heston. I just want it. We're doing 2018
Midway.
Midway.
Okay, cool.
And
That's
that's
exciting.
It. Yeah,
That's it.
that's our lineup right there.
Have you seen Midway?
Yes.
Oh, so we all saw this one.
Oh, you saw the new one?
Yeah, I saw it in the theater.
Oh yeah, you just said it. Oh, okay. Wow.
Cool.
But you know what? Watching it for the show is always a different perspective.
It is.
You know, it's different. So
From a certain point of view.
I'm John Lennon.
No, that was.
No, it's just the
Obi-Wan.
voice. That,
Yeah.
It's just the voice sounded like the Dewey Cox.
I can only imagine.
Right. It sounded exactly like that.
It's Liverpudlian.
Yeah, it's the same accent.
We're bigger than Jesus Christ. Oh, don't shoot me. Oh. Yoko, you're so attractive. Stop yelling. Please, you're going to embarrass me in front of Chuck Berry. Ooh.
That is the greatest video known to man. I've never laughed so fucking hard in my
I
life.
hate Paul.
That Chuck Berry video. Oh my god. I'm going. All right. I'm gonna play it on the YouTube, and if you're listening, just open up YouTube, fast forward to this point, because the Chuck Berry video is a gift from God. It makes me believe in God. It's so good.
Yeah, it's great.
It's Lennon playing with his fucking hero. It's Chuck Berry and Lennon jamming out, and Yoko just grabs a mic and starts screaming into it.
Yeah.
And it's the reaction of Chuck Berry's face is one of the greatest things. Just it became a meme recently. I can't wait to show it. Oh my god, I can't wait. But anyway,
That's it, guys.
That's it, guys.
Another one for the history books.
For the
Ding,
reviewing
ding, ding.
history books.
What was that?
That's just the bell closing out the episode.
I like it.
Oh,
Like a town cry.
Is that
Yeah.
the fans of the show ringing that bell?
The perceivers.
Ringing that bell.
They ring the bell. They like. They subscribe. They do all that good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, tell them what to do on the
Yeah, yeah.
YouTubes.
I
Raid
did.
Shadow
I just did.
Legends.
All right.
Check out Brian's video. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
That's good stuff. Yeah. By Alani.
And by exciting, I mean it's the inner workings of a major corporation from behind the scenes.
All speculative. All
I
speculative.
can't believe people wanted to hear about that. It's so fucking strange.
And people are getting defensive.
Yeah, it's so
like you would
angry.
think I
They're
insulted their
passionate.
mothers.
They're passionate about who's writing a check, you know, in a back room, has never seen the front of a camera. The art has nothing to do with these people. Well, apparently it does. But
They slightly guide it.
yeah.
There's some people that just respond with like one letter, like just based, and you'll just see people rip that person to shreds.
One
So
person,
funny.
and this was a comment that really annoyed me. They go, woke is a facade. I think they deleted their comment. I commented to them, I go, not once in the video did I use the word woke.
No, you didn't. Were they responding to like one of the comments?
No, they just put it up. Like they thought I was doing the stereotypical
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
They didn't watch
like
it.
you were saying it was woke. But
Yeah,
you weren't. You
that's
didn't-
not
you
the
didn't bring it
point.
up
Like,
at all.
Not
that's
close.
not the point of the video. And like these fucking idiots don't even understand that. It's about authorship.
Yeah.
It's not about this is good, this is bad.
It's about the CEOs.
Yeah. Yeah, you were very you didn't have an opinion of your own.
Because I
in
wasn't
it.
trying to
Yeah,
give
you were
my
just
opinion.
saying this is what happened and this is the result. That's it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's all I'm doing.
yeah. Kind of like this show.
Yeah.
We try to steer that ship.
Look, if I don't like, if people wanted our fucking opinions,
Yeah, our opinions are irrelevant. Who
yeah,
cares
it
what
doesn't
we-
matter.
Yeah.
Look, if I had 800 million followers and like they wanted like to know what to do because they were like, we need Brian's opinion. It's like, yeah, maybe I'd give it. But like, who the fuck cares what I have to say? I'm a fucking asshole from Staten Island.
Hands.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Thank you.
All right.
Neither of us raised.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing. All right.
Yeah, we
Bye,
call
guys.
it.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you,
This
Brian.
was great.
Why don't you give us a nice little
talk for
give us
10
a
minutes.
10 and a half minute
Yeah.
outro.
All right, wait. I want you to time how long it takes.
All right. I'm at 30. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I want to give a big thank you to Tell 'em Steve, Dave, Lannis Record in the studio. Thank you to Bry, Walt, Q, Get 'em, Lannis Record down here in Hazlet, New Jersey. Want to give a thank you to everybody listening and or watching. Want to give a thank you to Anthony and Steve for doing the show. Like and follow the show on all social media. Check out the YouTube. Go to the Instagram. Reviewing History Pod everywhere. Review History Pod on Twitter. ReviewingHistoryPod.com. There's merch, shirts, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, long
Buy a
sleeve, short
mug.
sleeve. Everything you need or could want is there. You could send us an email, reviewinghistorypod.com, or use the website. Follow me personally, this guy right here, on all social media, at Brian Rupert. That's with 2 P's. Follow me on Letterboxd. I rank and review every single movie I watch. I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.
It was like under a minute.